It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Great, set. Hey! No touch.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. In motion left is Watkins.
73. Hey, 73.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The Eagles at 3-5, 2 games under 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Hey, thumbs up, alert.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes third and about a foot. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Swift on the counter. They find some open field here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one 28 yards on the ground. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Crowd left yet. Crowd left yet. Go Silver, ready?
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting the loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently, but whatever they said appears to have worked. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. Sidney Brown in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5.
We go 47.
Now Prescott. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
63. Hey, Silver.
They go play action with Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Quez Watkins, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Left side to Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb from 3 yards out. Aubrey now for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14, Eagles 7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, their last two drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 2. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
But that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. They have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving him up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Go, get out there. We're going to 54. One here.
On third down, it's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. For Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on fourth down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yards.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
At the 7-yard line.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Nice right.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Lamb will go in motion. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Play action now. Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. Open man right side. It's Lamb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Prescott on play action. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Prescott now. This will be caught at about the 6. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run forward with Pollard. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Smith showing you better be light on your feet as a protector in order to stay in front of him. Maybe the fastest pass rusher in the league now. He ran a 4.39 40 in the combine, and he used that speed well to get to the quarterback.
He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott. Flushed out right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Prescott to throw it. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Prescott now on 2nd down. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That's a big close incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their 1st, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. And again, it's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play. They got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. And they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
At the 6-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Pollard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the...
Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 81 yards on the ground here for Swift, and he's got a 1st down as well.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, And one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Quez Watkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance. That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Did you pull that one?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listen in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. He finds his man, Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Prescott on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw is Prescott. There he goes again. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. And they're going to speed things up here. Prescott looks to throw on first. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very solid gain of 27. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
47.
A first down throw for Prescott. Left side to Lamb. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Cowboys 45, Eagles 21.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Tiger Hornet. No touch.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just change. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, fourth quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. He's doing that in this game.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's going to wind up with a first down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Nolan Smith showing some bursts there to catch him behind the line. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.